Ciao ragazzi, it is Anthony here for Inter Worldwide. We are up by 3 goals to 0 against Benevento with about 15 minutes to go, and usually I wouldn't start a match reaction this early even if we're up by 3 goals, but Benevento have been proper shit today. I expected more. I expected them to come at us a little bit harder. I didn't expect this to be such an easy match, to be honest, and looking back on what looked like a semi-painful first half now, and I'm just reading my complaints in the chats that I've been a part of today, it's looking back on it now, this was definitely one of our easier fixtures this season. I've said in the last few videos I've put up, or somewhere in the last month, that I can't remember an Inter performance besides the 6-2 against Benevento or the 5-2 against Benevento that looked really, really comfortable. And today is another game where we looked really, really comfortable. Funny enough, I don't remember us scoring early goals this season apart from against Benevento, as Christian Eriksen almost scores directly from a corner. So yeah, Benevento definitely, when we look back at the end of the season and we say who was our easiest opponent, they're the lock-in for me. Besides the Lapadula penalty shout, which was rightfully ruled out, to be honest, because of the handball, the use of the hand from Lapadula, there was absolutely no other risks, to be honest. I don't think Handanovic had to make a save on target all game. But let's go through it at the back. So we saw a few changes. We saw Ranocchia come in at the back in the centre, either side of Bastoni and Skriniar. Bastoni and Skriniar were absolutely phenomenal again today, man. They didn't even put a foot wrong, in my opinion. Like, shouts for best players on the park as well. And I know the man of the match will usually go to a goal scorer, but honestly, if I was to put a man of the match today, man, I'd probably give it to Skriniar or Bastoni just because of how they held the game together so emphatically well. Not only that, I really think we controlled the midfield well for a midfield that was actually slightly changed. I mean, when you take Vidal out for Gagliardini to start and Brozovic out for Eriksen, you're effectively taking out a large part of your midfield. And the fluidity was always going to be a struggle in the first half. But I'm just here to say, I think, Lukaku, 4-0. 4-0. Bum, 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 bum. Romelu Lukaku grabs his 2 goals today. It's 4. It's piss easy. It's 4 and fucking easy. Look at that. Ooh, lovely spot from Alexis. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the whole Alexis and Edin Dzeko swap move, because, I was someone who yesterday, I was entertaining the idea, especially if it was for a 6-month loan, but when you see the way Sanchez can play these passes like that, look at that, bro. Fuck off. I swear to God, Lukaku might have actually hit that and almost missed. Either way, it's 4-0 to us over Benevento. The 3 points were wrapped up a long time ago. So let's talk a little bit about Christian Eriksen and his role and his performance today, because it was a good performance from Christian Eriksen. He was made to drop deep and play in that regista role, and to be honest, he did an absolutely great job of it. He controlled the tempo. I don't remember him being dispossessed more than once in the first half and more than once in the second half. I've got 2 dispossessions of him altogether all game. It might not even be 2, it might be 1 dispossession and 1 short misplaced pass. He did misplace a couple of passes or make a couple of touches when the ball came his way that did go astray, but that's okay. Once again, this guy was never made to play as a defensive, deep-lying midfielder in England. He was never made to play as a technical, deep-lying midfielder that had to involve the attacking or the wings. He was playing as a number 10, primarily free roaming under Mauricio Pochettino, where he'd break in between the lines, collect the ball, and either take a shot or make that final killer pass. If Christian Eriksen is being made to take on a whole new challenge playing a regista role in a league like the Italian league, which is so tactically tough and where he doesn't even speak the language, I'm going to stop my criticism from here on in. If he's going to get field time from Antonio Conte, and if we're going to actually play him, I'm going to back this guy 100% of the way, because technicality-wise, he's a brilliant player. And I think we're actually quite lucky to have him. So hopefully we can make it work for the end of the season, because I'll tell you what, that's actually starting to look like a new signing at the moment. And I hate to use that classic Inter director CEO / transfer guru saying of such and such is like a new signing, but this one actually does feel like a new signing. Speaking of new signings, here comes Pinamonti and Sensi onto the field with 11 minutes to go. Off comes Gagliardini, who's actually played well. Guys, everybody's actually put in a decent shift today. The only one I thought that had a really bad first half was actually Lautaro or Hakimi, but Lautaro's second half was just as good as his first half was bad. Like, his first half wasn't even that bad. It's just that his finishing was horrendous. But with your finishing being that bad, like, it makes you question, like, is he the right man for us as a striker? Forza Pinamonti, come on and do something, bro. You never know. Today might be your day. 10 minutes to go. They've called Lukaku onside for his goal. I thought it might have been a little bit off, to be honest. But, oh well. It's a brilliant ball from Sanchez and a brilliant finish from Romelu, who hasn't been great today again. But everyone's sort of done their job. Everybody's done their job against a minnow side like Benevento. And the 3 points is really important because, you know, I don't need to set my alarms for mornings like this when there's this many games on. When there's Juventus, Milan, Inter playing in the same morning. Arsenal were playing Man United. It was a big game of football. And I don't care what the time is, man. My body clock's always going to wake me up for it. Ooh, Pinamonti with his first touch almost flicks it onto the back post. We're at 9 minutes to go at the moment. Inter 4, Benevento 0. How long? 5 minutes into my match review. Probably wrap it up now anyway. So kudos to Lautaro for getting his goal. It was a striker's finish, that's for sure. Lukaku will go down as grabbing 2. But, you know, at the end of the day, he wasn't as involved as Lautaro. As fans, we shouldn't be doing that whole separation thing of who we like more or who we think's putting in more or who we think's doing more, blah, blah, blah. But I do think at the end of the day that, you know, I think Lukaku needs to be a little better. These 2 goals is exactly what he needed, though, against a shit team like Benevento. Play average, score 2 goals. Play average, score 2 goals. That's what you need, right? For me, the man of the match, I'm probably going to, like, besides Skriniar, I said I'll probably give it to Eriksen. Dead set. Dead set. Oh, that's what I wanted to say, yeah. I completely forgot about it. At 1-0 and even 2-0, there was going to be a different title to this video. It was going to be Ivan Perisic was done yesterday. Bro, we are getting nothing from Perisic. Absolutely nothing. Oh, God, almost an own goal. A second own goal for Benevento. What are we going to get out of Perisic this season, guys? If we can't, like, I know we've said it before, he's being made to do a lot more than he was at Bayern. I know he's not used to playing this tactical in a 3-5-2, but still, man, like, we need a little bit more from the guy. He can't be fluffing every single cross, every shot going on the floor to the keeper at a snail's pace. Eriksen dancing. Eriksen, oh, God, if he scored that, it would have been fucking curtains for Conte and his little narrative of Eriksen not being able to play. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him dance. Anyway, speaking of dancing, let's dance into this Sunday. Inter 4, Benevento 0. The only way this scoreline changes is if it goes Inter 5, Benevento 0 or 4-1. Either way, I'm happy to call the match reaction 7 minutes early. And I hope everybody has a really good Sunday. Let me know in the comments below who was your man of the match. What do you think of Achraf Hakimi? I should be talking about him a bit more. I like how involved he is. I like how amazing he is. I like how gifted he is. But you can't be overhitting 80% of your crosses, man. Like, start to realize your own strength in your rectus femoris, which is your thigh muscle, which occupies like 80% of your leg strength. Start to realize your strength, my bro. Because if your acceleration is X and your strength is Y, you're gonna have to equalize that somehow, man. Because you can't be hitting every single cross 10 yards too deep at the right hand post. He's never hitting the cross accurately. He is never getting it into the middle of the park. And I literally say the word never because I can't remember seeing him put in a decent cross. I love the way he cuts in and collects the ball and gets into shooting opportunities. That's a luxury that you have from a fullback / wing back that you don't have in many other places in the world. It's a huge reason why he is who he is and why, you know, coaches, clubs, and everybody regards him as high as he is. That attacking pedigree. It reminds me a fucking lot of João Cancelo. And João Cancelo's doing the same thing at Man City as he was doing for us, pressing high, making it seem like there's an extra attacker, playing great. You know, there's a couple of people that are saying João Cancelo's the best fullback in England at the moment, rightfully so. Guardiola is a guy who knows how to use him. I see a lot of similarities in Hakimi, although I do rate Hakimi a little bit more in terms of his athleticism, physicality, and pace. But those are 2 fullbacks that you can actually make a comparison for. Yeah, anyway, cool match reaction, good 3 points, because honestly, waking up to a Milan win and a Juve win, that's ugly, man. And I thought this could be a time where we bottle it, but we did not. We played really freaking well tonight, to be honest, man. So kudos to us. Forza Inter worldwide.